Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Climate Change and Nature Recovery Service Transformation Committee, first of this municipal year. I think we'd all like to congratulate Councillor Fogarty, and we're all very happy to hear about the new addition to her family. So congratulations from the committee. Before we get started, I know we do have at least one new face with us today, so I just thought we would go around and introduce everyone. I'm Hannah Lawson and I am the interim chair of the committee whilst Councillor Fogarty is on maternity leave.
Jeremy Parkhouse, Democratic Services.
Mark Jones, Councillor for Llansamlet, a new member to the committee.
Welcome, Councillor Jones. And online we have Councillor Keaton.
Hi, I'm Councillor Sarah Keaton for West Cross. I'm also biodiversity champion.
And we also have Rachel.
Good afternoon, everybody. Rachel Lewis, Directorate of Place Project Manager, working on climate change and nature recovery.
Thank you. And Chris.
Hi, Chris Howell, Head of Waste Parks and Cleansing for the Authority.
Thank you very much. Okay, so first item on the agenda is apologies for absence. I understand we've had apologies from Councillor David Phillips.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Apologies from Councillors David Phillips and Andrew Stevens.
Thank you. And item number 2, disclosures of personal prejudicial interests. Any declarations for this meeting? No, thank you. Item number 3, minutes, to approve and sign the minutes of the previous meetings. We do actually have 2 sets of meeting minutes for this meeting due to the very short introduction in the last short meeting at the end of full council. So can I get first of all, does anybody have any issues with either of the sets of minutes? No, could I get a proposer?
I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Keaton. Seconder?
Yeah, I'll second, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Jones. And for the second set of minutes dated the 16th of May, could I have a proposer?
Yeah, propose.
I'll second, Chair.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, and item number 4, just to alert the committee to the terms of reference, which are included for information on pages 6 to 9. Nothing further we have to do with it? No. Okay, so item 5 on the agenda, brought over from the previous meeting, future waste strategy. I believe that's over to you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I wasn't planning to run through the report. This has been presented to the committee today because, unfortunately, when I did run through this report at the last meeting, the report hadn't been shared correctly. So the sharing and publication of the report today is just to rectify that error. If members recall, it was specifically around the committee giving their views on the option to continue with a seasonal garden waste collection service. It was to give views on the trials for collection of additional materials at the curbside, like plastic film, and also to give the committee an update on the rollout of reusable containers, which have been to the committee a couple of times previously. So unless there are any particular questions, I wasn't intended to run through the report, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from members of the committee? Councillor Jones.
Yeah, within the report, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you've run through this report before. Just to confirm, obviously, well, it says about the 70% Welsh Government target for 24-25. I think I've been in a previous meeting where I think we're already exceeding that target. Would that be correct? Or we're very, very close to it?
The last validated year, which was the year before last, we were just above the 70%. And the figures for the year just gone, our submitted figures are again just above 70%, but they're yet to be validated. So yes, we have exceeded the target early, but only just above it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, with waste as well, it does fluctuate, doesn't it, as well, slightly. So you know, whereas you think you might be a percentage or two above, sometimes something can happen and it might drop slightly. So that's great. Fabulous for that. And just one other thing, it does say that we are considering collecting additional items at the curbside. And I think, I apologise again if you've already answered this. I think it states in the report, cartons. Would they be Tetra Pak cartons, or are they?
Yes, the Tetra Pak style cartons.
And they would be in with the cardboard then?
No, the intention is, if we are successful in gaining Welsh Government funding, specifically to trial collection of plastic film, we then potentially would take advantage and piggyback on top of that trial with those additional materials like small electricals, textiles, and cartons, and we would collect all those materials individually in single-use bags in with the plastic bottle stubs and trays. There are some authorities who collect textile Tetra Pak cartons with cardboard, but the market is quite uncertain, because whilst the majority of the material on a Tetra Pak carton is fibrous like cardboard, it has that plastic lining inside, and the market preference is to collect it with plastics so that it can be easily separated and then recycled on its own.
Great, thank you for that. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments on the report? No, I don't think so. Okay, thank you. I know we do have future waste strategy on the work plan for later on in the year or the beginning of next year. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more updates on that in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that does indeed bring us on to the next item, the draft work plan 24 to 25. We do have a couple of amendments to put to the committee, including tree management strategy and the removal of GI maintenance from next month's meeting in July, and the addition of tree mapping and Swansea canopy cover tree opportunity mapping project 2023, which would be added to next month's meeting on 15th of July. And if this is quite a large topic and there are quite a lot of strands to it, so we were considering whether it may be useful slightly later in the year, when committee members have had the opportunity to digest some of these issues, whether we would like to have a committee workshop to discuss them in a little bit more depth, and what the appetite for that would be. Councillor Jones?
Yeah, as you say, I'm happy to go with you there, Chair. Yeah, it sounds a sensible option to me, and a workshop would be very beneficial, I would have thought.
And any other comments or questions on that? Councillor Keaton?
No, I agree. And any workshop or anything that we can look into this in more depth would be very useful, Chair.
Okay, thank you. That's great. So that would mean that the draft work plan would look like the items I just mentioned next month, where the tree management strategy then would be moved to a later date to be confirmed once we have dates from the officers. Are there any other comments, questions or points on the draft work plan that people would like to discuss? No, there was only one other thing from me on that, which was I have had a couple of queries about the trialling of the No-Mow May, so I think it would be quite good to be able to get an update on that at some point. Otherwise, I think we're done for that one. Okay, thank you, everyone. So agenda point number 7, date and time of future meetings listed on the agenda. Is that agreeable with the committee? Yep, okay, I'll take that as agreement. And that's it. Okay, thank you for attending and good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.